course, registered gambling. These are for registered gambling operators with physical operations such as casinos, which are also into online gambling, and digital payment systems like GCash, PayMaya, and credit card companies. So, yun lamang po. Of course, I'm willing to answer other questions about my other bills. But ito pang ipaglalaban po natin. I've gotten so much support from different LGUs. Ang dami pong LGUs sumusuporta nito. Ang dami pong grupo ang nagpapadala po ng pasalamat sa akin online sa Facebook ko. And we have all sorts of NGOs that are really pushing for this. Sana wag na natin pag-usapan ng regulation kasi regulation nalulusutan
So, sir,
nalulusutan. Kaya sana tulong-tulong po tayong pagbawal itong online gaming para sa ating bansa.
sir, appeal ba kayo na maging maisama ito sa priority kapag nag-LEDAC meeting?
Yes, if I had an opportunity na makausap po ang ating Pangulo o mga leaders natin, sana po may sama nila ito, pag-usapan nila ito sa LEDAC. Because the social cost is not worth it. It's not worth it. Nakita naman po natin nangyari sa Isabong. Yung mga naglaro po ng Isabong, biglang nabigyan ng napakalaking kapangyarihan that they already decided to take lives even into their own hands. So we want to remove this type of sickness in our society. And as I mentioned earlier, domino effect na ito. Siyempre, pag medyo ubus ka sa utang, na-addict ka sa utang, at nasa gambling, at nagkaroon ka ng napakalaking utang, ay domino effect na yan. May narinig po ako na may isang lalaki, ninakaw nila yung tip box ng restaurant last week. I read it on the news item. Dahil daw, babayaran daw niya, gagamitin daw niya sa online gaming at babayaran daw niya yung mga kautang niya dito. So, before you know it, we'll be a nation of gamblers and we'll be a nation sinking into this gambling addiction.
So yung online gaming giant DigiPlus Interactive Corporation, which operates a Bingo Plus, Arena Plus, and Game Zone, sumulat sila sa Philippine Stock Exchange. And they said that the recent price shocks had been triggered by the filing of the online gambling regulatory bill and online gambling prohibition bills at the Senate and House of Representatives. So, ibig sabihin...
But that's part of the game. I mean...
Kahit mawalan sila.
Sin yan Alam mo yung kung mga may sin taxes, di ba? Ano ba yung sin taxes? Yung
Sigarilyo.
alcohol, sigarilyo, sugal. Ano yan it's an item, guys. It is a game. It is a vice that is not needed by society. Diba? So, pag pumasok ka dito sa industriya na ito, it's fair game. It's fair game. So, maraming bansa, like for example, Singapore, heavily regulated yung casino. As a matter of fact, yung casino nila ay nakikita lamang sa isang lugar. And they're only given one license. And locals are not, I believe locals are not allowed to play. Foreigners lang. Hinihingan ka ng passport. Kung wala ka foreign passport at Singaporean ka, hindi ka makapasok doon. And many other countries have banned online gaming, have banned casinos. As a matter of fact, sa United States, although they have Las Vegas, but you cannot just find an ordinary casino anywhere in the United States. For example, you're in Michigan or Connecticut or you're in California, kailangan mo pumunta sa Indian Reservation. Yung casino sa California is in Indian Reservation. Babiyahe ka pa ng malayo para pumunta doon. And it's not accessible everywhere. Here in the Philippines, you don't need to go to a casino. Ito lang, kailangan mo. Parang nagkakasino ka na. And minimum bet, by the way, is 1 peso Sa casino, walang tumatanggap na 1 peso. Kaya tahimik lang ako pagdating sa casino. Kasi sa casino, kailangan may disposable cash ka, dala mo So, halos middle income to mayayaman ang naglalaro doon. Di ba?
Sir, kapag nag-implement ng total ban sa online gaming, sa pag-aaral nyo, magkano magiging foregone revenue?
Yan ang hindi ko pa alam. We'll find out. We have the list.
At kung meron man, hindi yun enough?
I'll find out from my staff. I had it researched. So 47 47 billion.
A year.
A year mawawala.
So, maliit
But we
lang
can,
kumpara dun.
47 billion is small. Buti sana we're earning 500 billion, but at the expense of our people. Remember that collection is taxes collected for the people who bet. Obviously, the more taxes earned, the more taxes collected. That means more people are playing and bigger amounts. So,
Ay, kung hindi na nila gagamitin sa pagsusugal, ipamimilian na nila, sir, ng pagkain. Na may
consumption will
boost
increase.
din.
Tama. Mabuboost din kasi yung consumption. Di ba? May disposable income sila. Turuan naman natin yung kababayan natin na magkaroon ng savings. Di ba? Turuan naman natin ang mga kababayan na magkaroon ng savings para sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na panggastusan. For example, pati mga patrikula daw ng mga anak. Di ba? Nagagamit na doon dito sa online gaming na ito. Kaya sorry na lang anak, di ka na makakapag-aral dahil naubos yung savings natin dahil sa online gambling. So these are the ill effects of online gaming. The 47 billion is not enough to justify that. As a matter of fact, napakaliit yan. Proper tax collection lang ng BIR, proper tax collection lang ng Bureau of Customs, ay makukuha mo na yan eh. Di ba? Yung mga tigil na yung mga under the table na mga racket nila doon, eh talagang mako-cover nila yan. And you can go other taxes. We can do like for example, yung disposable plastics tax. We can even do a tax on yung tinatawag nila na isa chichirya. We can do also that. Oh, yung junk food tax. You can do that, no? Small amounts to be able to recover that. Kasi ayaw naman natin din yung mga bata natin, mga anak natin, kaya ng junk food, di ba? Sa America, ganun, they have a junk food tax. So, okay, this 47 billion can be recovered in many ways. Just efficient tax collection alone, makukuha na, ma-income na natin yan. Kakaroon ng income na yan.
Sir, kung hindi magkakaroon ng batas tungkol dyan sa pag-total ban sa online gaming, ano yung scenario nakikita mo in the future mangyayari sa bansa natin?
Wow. Well, right now, we're the #1 gambling capital of Asia. And you can see na matamlay ang ating bansa. They say our economy is growing, but I really actually don't see it. I'm with due respect, no? Consumption is down. Yung mga malls, pag maglakad kayo sa malls, konti lang yung tao gumagastos na yun. So, lalo na pag na-addict na po ang ating mga kababayan dito sa online gaming, we will no longer have high consumption of our economy. And right now, that is what's running our economy. Our economy is being run on consumption spending. On spending. Yun yung OFWs. Isa pa yan. Eto, maganda. Yung mga OFWs, ang dami po nag-message sa akin kagabi, sa aking Facebook. Sang-ayon kami dyan, Senator Subiris, salamat at sana ipaglaban nyo ito. Dahil yung pinapadala naming pondo sa aming mga pamilya, ginagamit lang sa online gaming. Can you imagine? Trabaho ng trabaho yung nanay, trabaho ng tatay sa Saudi Arabia, sa Kuwait, sa Europe, nagsasakripisyo para sa kanilang pamilya. Pagdala ng pondo, ilalagay sa GCash, gagamitin sa scatter at kung ano-ano pang mga online casinos, online slot machines at nauubos lamang. So that's what's going to happen. Consumption, consumerism will go down and that's what's running our economy now. Kasi mahina yung manufacturing natin. We're almost zero increase in manufacturing. Exports. Very, very small number of exports. On a recent online survey of ABS-CBN, sang-ayon ba kayo na ipagbawal ang online gaming sa Pilipinas? Ang result was overwhelmingly in favor of the ban. And even online, makikita mo online, meron mga heart and then yung parang ibang icon para hindi pagbawal. Like this one, it's 175,000. There's another one that I saw, overwhelming then about 50 plus thousand were against online gaming and only 500 plus were for online gaming. So it's becoming to be a scourge in our society, guys. I'm letting everyone know that this is becoming to be worse. Ganito nag-umpisa eh. Ganito lang nag-umpisa yan. Nung sa Isabong, Diba? Parang walang namamansin dyan. After 2 to 3 years, pumunta nga ako ng Siargao kasi I go fishing sa Siargao. Yung mga nagtatambay lang doon, lahat sila nakaisabong, nakapapanood ng video. Sabi ko, this is going to be another problem in our country, and it became a big problem in our country. So, this online gaming has only been siguro popularized in the last 2 years. So if we continue this in the next 2 years, by the end of the term of the president, we'll be a nation of online gamblers, a nation of addicted gamblers, and a drop, and you'll see all across the board in all sectors, there will be a drop in productivity, drop in consumer spending, there will be a drop even in energy utilization kasi wala na sila pambayad ng kuryente. And this will also increase the number of crimes, petty crimes, theft, scamming, and all that, para lang makapagbayad dito sa addiction na ito. So we have to stop this. We have to stop this. Or else, kawawa po yung ating mga anak, ating mga kababayan.
So sir, considering na maraming sumusuporta dyan sa proposed bill nyo na yan, sa tingin nyo, mabilis siyang maaprubahan dito sa Senate?
Alam mo, problema natin, malalakas na individual ang kalaban natin dito. Mayayaman po ito.
Nakikinabang dito sa online gaming, sir.
Mayayaman po ang mga kalaban natin dito. We all know that the owners of online gaming sites are very wealthy and powerful individuals. It's going to be a tough fight. Marami akong kausap na mga senador, halos kalahati naman ay pabor dito sa ipagbawal ang online gaming or high regulation. Pero hindi pa natatakot ako, hindi pa lumalabas yung mga siyempre ang hindi pa nagfe-flex ng muscle itong mga maglalabi against the banning. And that's the fight that I need the people themselves. Kailangan talaga natin dito yung taong bayan. Yung sila na mismo, sukang-suka na sila, na sila na mismo magsasalita. Kasi sasabihin ko na yun sa ating mga kababayan, mga makapangyarihan ng kalaban natin dito. And I need your support. We all need your support. Those who are trying to ban this need your support. Para may tuloy natin ang laban na ito. Ako till the end. I will vote for it till the very end. Bahala na magalit sila sa akin. Marami talaga mga bilyonaryo matatamaan dito. And I think we all know how they play the game. And I hope that the House of Representatives, okay na dito sa Senate, kasi sa Senate, we do things sometimes that are unpopular to certain sectors, but it's good for the people. Pero ang apela ko po ay sa House of Representatives. Ang aking asawa po ay nag-file din po similar measure. All 4 Bukidnon congressmen filed the measure on banning also online gaming. So, sana mag-follow suit ang iba't ibang mga congressmen and women na ipagbawal natin itong online gaming.
Sir, the mere fact na mahaba yung proseso ng pag-approve ng isang batas, tanong ni Nympha, yung kasing sa Pogo at Isabong, napatigil muna through executive order. So, mananawagan ka ba na mag-issue muna?
Malaking bagay, alam mo Ate Sally, sa ating mga mahal na Senate media, malaking bagay na ang posisyon ng presidente ay mapapakinggan natin dito. Malaking bagay yun. Dahil, tamang sinabi mo, yung Isabong pinatigil po ni TRRD yan, ni Tatay Digong. Yung Pogo pinatigil po ni Presidente Marcos. So, biro mo yung Pogo nga that was offshore gaming. So, hindi apektado ang kababayan natin dito. Ang apektado mga taga-China. Kasi it was focused on China. Yung games na yan, offshore gaming yan Ang nangyari lang, dahil nga sa daming Chinese na nakatira dito, unfortunately, we had all sorts of crimes happening within their community na spill over dun sa atin. No, yung mga triad pumasok dito, iba't ibang gang, iba't ibang sindikato. Kaya nagalit na rin po tayo, nakasama na rin po yung pagsispiya. No? Papasok dito bilang Pogo worker, nag-spy pala for the Chinese government. So, the president put his foot down, President Marcos put his foot down, sabi niya, no more Pogo, dun sa zona niya na pinalapakan ko po dahil po kami po ay anti-Pogo. So, dito din sa